Don't try this at home. We're not professionals.
Not by any means, but hopefully you can learn from our mistakes.
Hey guys, and welcome to the 1-year anniversary of a special series I like to call House Renovations. Chapter 4. Now, let me quit yapping at you and send you over to our hostess with the mostest, the Ghost.
Episode 23.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to House Renovations, Chapter 4, Episode 23. Now, sorry for no video yesterday. The old man works a full-time job, I work a full-time job, and unfortunately we were busy this week, not to mention the old man had to work an overnight Saturday night, which is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah, so yesterday he used it to catch up on some much-needed sleep. Anyway, our goals today are to finish up that concrete on the foundation, start working on that hole that leads directly into the basement, and hopefully get to the fascia and the soffit repair today. But, as usual, let me quit yapping at you guys and I'll see you when we get to work.
First up, mixing some concrete. Now the old man had to slap it up and get things going.
Getting ready to mix up more concrete, and as you guys see, we have the foreman that doesn't keep us boardmen, Scarlet, and then over here is the old man with a plan, Mr. Grandpa Luna.
When you have multiple bags of concrete and everything, you want to make sure you store it in a nice dry place because you get things like this. This right here is fully cured concrete that was in the top corner of the bag you guys just saw me cut open. Make sure you store it in a nice dry place because as soon as it gets some moisture, this happens.
Time to slap up the rest of the concrete and finish that corner. Alright guys, and that is the new concrete laid down, carrying on from the old. Up next, we go down that way to start working on that hole that leads into the basement. First things first, needed to get the rest of those shingles off of that bottom run. I also had to remove the furring strip. Before we started cutting back, we decided to remove the very bottom layer of what is the original siding for the house. So, old man, what's the difference between the siding that you see right here versus what you just cut off in your hand?
Well, this is what the cedar shingling. This is the original siding, which is called lap board, which if you look at it from an angle shot, it goes from thin to thicker. And what they did is, back when they built the house, it started with one piece on the bottom, like that. I got it like that. And then they took another piece. There's another piece here. Let me just kind of snap this in half so it's a little easier.
Use them muscles. You pride yourself so much on.
You gotta have them. Okay, like say this is the bottom of the house. They would start level, and then what they would do is the next one with this thick edge, like there is, would take and put it about an inch below and lap it onto the next one. So when it rained, the water would run down it and run into here, hit this board, and run down the next one. It would keep it waterproof. Okay, this is exactly what we would use plywood these days on the inside, and then sheet over top of it with whatever type of material you want to use. Vinyl. They use vinyl. They use cedar shingles. They use all kinds of different materials now. But back in the day, it was just this, actually nailed to the 2x4 studs to the house. There's nothing behind it, waterproofing it, none of that. Now these days, it's a lot different building. Their houses are tighter, more air efficient, and back in the day, that's the original way it was done.
Now keep in mind, guys, that is 100-year-old wood he is holding in his hand
Yep.
right now.
And I'll have David take a picture or a video of what it actually looks like where it was nailed.
Alright, so what the old man was talking about in the previous clip is, you see the original siding here, this is the 100-year-old siding. Then here's what we've been pulling off, you know, the press board behind that. See? And then there's the old siding. But if you go further down, what he meant was like right here, these are the original 2x4s. You can see them, if I clear some of this out, you can see them along the edge there. And that's what the original siding was attached to. So this is kind of like our vapor barrier, our Tyvek, if you will. The old man cut out the wood that we needed to replace, and we replaced it. Alright guys, and that is that hole all patched up. Yeah, there's a small hole right there, but that is going to be covered with shingle. Up next is the shingling. You notice there really isn't any shots of both the old man and myself behind that fence? Let me show you the space we're working with. Alright, old man, what's the gap that we got between the fence here and the house?
Between the fence and the house, 24 inches.
Yeah, so we're working with less than what I said last week. 2.5 feet, not 3.5 feet. Now, mind you, he measured from the fence to the shingling. I was also counting in the foundation. So we got a little bit of extra wiggle room there. Alright, so you notice how underneath that wide window with the 3 sets of panels that we had to do one run of shingles and it fit perfectly? Well, in this case, we have to do 2 because it's not going to be watertight. There's too much gaps, there's too much play. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start cutting to the length that we need for the second run. So we already measured what we wanted the second run to be. So as you guys see, I'm using a guide and I cut and cut and cut until ultimately this is the last 8 shingles from the original 6 bundles that we bought to do that wall right there a year ago. It has been one hell of a trip, guys, and I hope you guys keep watching to see more. But I gotta go get these trimmed up so they can go up on the opposite side. I can't believe it's been a year, guys. So the old man threw them up, as you guys can see here.
And that, guys, is the second run down.
Alright guys, and that's all the time we have for today for House Renovations Chapter 4, Episode 23. It's been a year, you know, since we've been uploading these and working on the house and everything. What do you think about the journey so far?
It's been an interesting one, learning how the house was built and what people were thinking at the time. I've enjoyed it, having fun doing this with you. Hopefully it's been educational for other people. We just like to say thank you for your support and watching, and hopefully we continue. I don't know what else to say, but thank you and appreciate everything that comments and feedback that you folks have. I appreciate it.
And as always, guys, we would like to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.
We try to upload every Sunday and Monday.
And always remember to work smarter, not harder.